So I have a secret that I have not shared with very many people, and I'm sharing it with you guys today. I did purchase AMC stock, and I'm going to show you guys exactly when I purchased it. I purchased it before, sold it, and then I purchased it again. So we're going to talk about that. And then I want to show you guys how much money I made today, and it'll blow your mind. And then how much money I've made overall with this stock. Now, I want to first say I am not a financial expert. This is for entertainment purposes only. So if you're interested in getting in the stock market, talk to a professional, talk to a financial planner. So a little bit of history about me. I usually invest long term. I invest in ETFs. I invest in some stocks that are really strong companies. But with AMC, I wanted to take a little chance. And when it comes to stocks like this, it's very important. Only invest what you can afford. So don't invest your rent. Don't invest your mortgage. And in this situation, I did have a little bit of cash. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take a chance on it. And this is only a small portion of my portfolio. Okay, so this is a small portion. I have three brokerages that I work with. And so I'm going to show you guys all the details so you guys will be able to see exactly what's going on. But before we do, if you guys can do me a favor, please hit that like button. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you my account here. Now, I had to do a screenshot because I did have to block out my account information. So Charles Schwab, this is one of the brokerages that I work with. And the first thing I'm going to show you guys, the transactions that I did with this stock. So we'll start at the bottom and then work our way up. So AMC stock, initially, my initial first trade was on this date here. Okay. And actually it bled into this date here. So this is what I initially bought in. So on the February 3rd and February 4th, I initially start buying some stock when it comes to AMC. And you see here, I was able to get just over, what is that, 2,100. So 2,100 shares. That's what I bought. This is how much it cost me. Okay. Now, and you'll see some of these double up because if you do a transaction all at the same time, sometimes they can't fill the transaction right away. And I believe I did this late at night. So that's why it bled into the next day. Okay. So let's move forward here. And I just want to show you guys here. So I bought 900 more shares, okay, and that's the price that it cost me to buy that, and that was on 3/4. So now I had a total of 3,000 shares of AMC. Now on the 24th, on March 24th, I got a little skittish and I sold. Okay. Now when you sell, they don't execute all the trades at the same time. Sometimes they have to do it in the numbers, right? So they went ahead and sold off. So this is all on the same day, but they're selling different amounts, right? And so we'll move all the way up to this point here. And so that's when everything sold off, and it sold off at $9.50. Now I initially purchased, and I can't remember exactly the amount, but it was about $8. It averaged out to be about $8.25. So I made a little money when I sold at $9.50. But the problem is I sold at $9.50, and as soon as I sold it, it started going up again. And so it was up high. It was up maybe, I think, $13, $14, and then it dropped down to $9.50, and then I sold. And then as soon as I sold the next day, guess what? It started going up again. And so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? I shouldn't have sold. Now I'm going to buy back in. And so I lost money on this whole transaction because I ended up buying back in at $10.75. And initially, I believe I bought 2,000 shares, something like that, on that first day there. So we'll go all the way up to here. So yeah, this is what I bought. Actually, it was a little more than 2,000. It was 2,600. So 2,600 shares. That's what I bought back in. And then I said, okay, you know what? And this kind of, like I said, this is a screen capture. So this shows 400. If you look real close, you can see it's 400. So then I bought that last 400, and that was on April 7th. Okay, so now I have my 3,000 shares back. That's what I wanted, right? And I just wanted to kind of feel like, you know what? I had 3,000 shares before. I want to get at least back to 3,000 again. And so that's what I did there. So let's fast forward to today. Now I'm going to show you, and this is going to blow your mind, but I'm going to show you what I made today. Now this is overall in this account. Like I said, I have 3 different brokerage accounts. And this is just one of them. So overall today, this is what I made right here. $92,336. Okay, that's a 61% increase. Okay, now let's move down a little bit further here, and we're going to zoom in and we're going to talk about the numbers on AMC. Now, understand I do have other stocks here, and so that's why it's 92,000. And I'll explain it a little bit better so you can understand it. But this is AMC right here, and this is what we're going to be focused on. So quantity here, we have 3,000 shares. Okay, so 3,000 shares. This is what the price closed at today, $62.55. Now the price change was $30.51. So that's a huge jump, right? I believe what was it, 90 something percent, 95%, I believe was a change. We'll come back to market value and we'll look at the day change. So the day change, this is what I made on AMC. Okay, or I should say this is what I'm up on AMC. This is not what I made because you have to cash out in order to make anything. But this is what I'm up right now in one day, $91,530. Now, the cost basis, this is how much I initially invested. Okay, I initially invested $31,950. And this is the total gain. Since I invested, this is how much? $155,700. Now, if we go back and if I were to cash out today, or if I could still cash out after hours if I wanted to. Actually, after hours, it's jumped up even higher. But if I were to cash out, at the end of the day, I could have taken in $187,650. So that is where we are right now with AMC stock. Pretty amazing. And like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. So please do this at your own risk and understand that this stock can go up and down very, very fast. Now, I do have in my head, I have a target point that I'm looking for, and I have an out point. So I know exactly when I want to get out. We'll have to see where it goes, but the talk is AMC is going to the moon. I plan to hold as long as I possibly can. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is one of those situations where I don't talk about investing. I don't talk about trading that often. But what I plan to do with this is I do plan to give you guys updates, at least every couple of days, give you guys an update on AMC and if I'm still holding or if I sold off my shares and how much I've made. So make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell notification, and you'll get all the information when it comes to AMC stock. That's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. But please understand, I am not a financial expert. So if it's a real technical question, I'm going to tell you, you need to talk to a financial expert. So when it comes to this stock, this is where I am right now. Are there still people getting in the stock? Obviously, there are people that are getting in the stock now because it's continuing to rise. And there's a talk of the short squeeze and all that stuff that could potentially drive the price even higher. So this is I just wanted to share this with you guys. It's something I haven't been talking about. Obviously, I purchased the stock a few months back and I haven't said anything about it. So we're going to talk a little bit about it now and see where it goes. That's all I have for you guys today. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.